Yeah. Good morning. Sorry, guys. I had something urgent. Okay. No problem. We'll just start. Can you guys quickly let's take 2-3 minutes. Quickly introduce yourself. Mr. Nambi, please go ahead.
Hi, this is Kannan Nambi from Mumbai.
Yeah.
I'm into payroll and HR vertical last 15 years.
Oh, very good. Very nice. Okay. Good. Nice to know. Miss, yeah. Yeah, Rupali, can you please unmute yourself and speak?
Hello, hi, good morning everyone. Rupali here from Indore. I am working as a technical recruiter in Yash Technologies.
Oh, Yash Technologies, is it? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Very good. Nice to know. Hi, Sandeep. I think you joined in our earlier batch by any chance? Hello, Sandeep?
Hi, I'm Sandeep. Yeah, yes, I haven't joined, but I attended a demo session of similar kind, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. I'm sorry, I had some guest who had come in the morning. Okay, so yeah, my name is Raju, and I carry out 16 years of total experience with me into SAP HR and SuccessFactors now. I was into SAP for 8 to 9 years, and I'm into SuccessFactors for past 5.5 years. Okay, currently I work for one of the prominent company which I don't want to disclose, and Siemens, HP, Entity Data, they are all my previous companies. Okay, I don't know now. This is 7th or 8th batch that we are running every day. So we'll just start. I think you would have already received the course content, everything from Subbu. I'll just start. Let's take let me take you guys through the PPT that we have, and we'll get into the system and see a couple of things. Then wind up. Then we can decide from which day we will start the session. Okay. Okay, first and foremost thing is the course content for this course will be Introduction to Mastery, and we will be teaching Employee Central and Employee Central integrations through DELLBOOMI. Okay, and the commercials, fees and all, you can talk to Subbu. It's all about the access will be given for 2 months. Post completion of this course, you can use this and practice it for 2 months, and a support will be provided in case of with respect to resume preparation, interview questions and all. Okay. So what is SuccessFactors? SuccessFactors is a cloud application which is a replacement for erstwhile SAP HR, which was one of the prominent SAP HR module, SAP HR module. This is just the replacement of SuccessFactors, which is in cloud. Now, unlike in on-premises SAP, you do not have to you don't need that a VPN connection or something to connect it remotely. It is as good as if you have the internet access, you can access anywhere from anywhere in the world. Okay. Now this is one of the successful products currently in the market, and of course we have a competition from the other cloud solutions like Workday and all. But SuccessFactors is as an SAP product, it's one of the prominent module. Now I've tried to capture the differences between the on-premises solution and cloud solution over here. Okay, what was there in SAP HR, S12 SAP HR, now what is there in SuccessFactors Cloud? HR, for each and every module, what is there currently, I've just tried to explain over here. For SAP HR core system, we have like organization, OM and PA, organizational management and personal administration we had, and payroll and time, the complete core modules. Okay, similarly, we have employee central. With respect to so employee central, we'll discuss what is employee central in just in the further slide. And with respect to performance and goals, we used to have PMS in SAP. Now we have SuccessFactors performance and goals. Likewise, compensation, we had SAP compensation management. Now even in SuccessFactors we have the compensation management. Succession and development was there in on-premises SAP, whereas it was not so famous. Okay, succession and development in cloud solution is one of the prominent and successful modules. We had e-recruitment in SAP on-premises. Now we have recruitment, so RCM. Okay. So SAP learning solutions we had in SAP on-premises. Now it is LMS, learning management solution. And with respect to creating the groups, sharing the knowledge, or raising any questions, conducting demos like that, we never used to have any anything in on-premises solution. Like we have SuccessFactors JOM. JOM is something which is the kind of WhatsApp groups, the way you create WhatsApp groups and talk to each other, get the information from each other, share the documents, okay, share the knowledge, all that. Like WhatsApp groups, you have separate cloud solution called as JOM page, SAP JOM page. Okay, workforce planning also we did not have anything. Now we have something like workforce planning. So we will workforce planning and workforce analytics. It's mostly the customers will not take because it involves a lot of cost and all. And workforce analytics, it's like HR reporting and HR analytics that we had in on-premises solution. For reporting purpose here we have SuccessFactors Workforce Analytics. Okay, online reporting and all. Mobile application in SAP we had FIORI. Of course, FIORI is still there. In SuccessFactors we have Vijix Mobile Suite. You can access SuccessFactors from mobile. Okay, the methodology that SuccessFactors follow, mostly the SuccessFactors follow the BizExpert methodology to implement any project. Okay, there are various phases and yeah, if you guys have any questions, please just make a note of it. Last 15-20 minutes we will open the session for the Q&A. We'll discuss. Please make note of all the questions we will discuss. Okay, BizExpert methodology, there are various stages to implement the project. First phase is sales phase, second one is preparation, third one is realization, fourth one is verification phase, and finally launching the product. Sales phase, what and all the activities that we do. Generally what happens, sales team approaches the customer and get this demo conducted with the this customer, and once the customer is fine with the demo and is convinced, and if the consulting company is shortlisted, and they finally set the scope and pricing. Okay, these are the scope. These are the items which are there in scope, and this is the price that will be quoted. All that. Okay, there is an SOW process which you will get into. So scope of work and get both the parties signed. Then finally, the sales team handovers the project to project team. Now, preparation phase will start once the project is in. In the preparation phase, the first thing that happens is the kickoff meeting. Day one. Day one to start the project is the first day. When you start the project, it will be kickoff meeting. Okay. In kickoff meeting, what happens? Introduction of both the teams, like how many people team will be there, and who will be the project manager from customer end, who will be the project manager from consulting company side, and which person will be working on which module, all that. And similarly, you will also get an introduction from the customer that he is the project manager from customer end. Any queries with respect to X module will contact this, the other module will contact this, like that. Okay, once both the teams are introduced to each other, then finally you will start presenting the kickoff meeting and along with the project planning. Project planning is nothing but the way it will be in an Excel sheet generally. Okay, when do you start the project and when do you complete? In between different what do you say, different milestones. Like I'll start the project of gathering the requirement from 1st January to 31st January, and I'll start the configuration from 1st February to so and so date, and we'll give the demo of the product by this date. Finally, we'll give the training, we'll do the testing, finally we'll go live. Like that, you'll put the project planning. Okay, then you will start gathering the requirements. Okay, to gather the requirements, there are predefined workbooks where you have to collect the requirements from customer. SuccessFactors has delivered a workbooks. SuccessFactors has delivered the workbooks. You have to gather the requirements in the same workbooks. Okay, you will start gathering the requirements in the same workbook, and finally, of course, it is not necessary that the beauty of this is SuccessFactors implementation is earlier in SAP. Once you gather the requirement, complete requirements. One second. Once you gather the requirements, while gathering the requirements, okay, in SAP, what used to happen once you gather the requirements, like in BBP, once the BBP is signed off, we never used to take any additional requirements. If at all, if something has come up after BBP sign off, it used to be a CR, change request. Now in SuccessFactors, it is not like that. They will give 90% of the requirement or 100% of the requirement, assume that in the first preparation phase itself. Okay, while you are in preparation phase, they'll give all the requirements, and once you gather all the requirements, you'll start the realization phase. That means configuring the system according to as per the configuration workbooks that has been signed off. Once you configure everything, you'll demonstrate the system to the customer. That is called as iterations. Please note that this concept is called as iterations. Iteration 1 is nothing but first demo. If we have to simplify the terminology, iteration 1 means it's a first demo that you show it to the customer. And customer will look at the product and they'll compare with the requirements that they have given. They may find that there are some changes to be required and some additional requirements to be given. Both put together, you will again configure and demonstrate the customer as a iteration 2, that is demo 2. Again, the customer may find some new things or something like that. He will again give some additional requirements. Finally, you will do that in the iteration 3. This is how it happens. This is the flexibility that any customer will have. Yeah, as per SuccessFactors best practice, 3 iterations should be there, not more than 3 iterations. Depends on the customer requirement and customer's flexibility or whatever, their budget, anything. They may go for more iterations also. That's all depends the customer. It is not standard. But as per best practice of SuccessFactors, it is 3 iterations. Okay, once the configuration is done, you will start the data migration integration activities. Then finally, you will get into the UAT phase, that is verification phase. UAT is nothing but user acceptance test, where customer should check and confirm the product if whether there are any issues or there are no issues. If at all, if there is any issue, we'll fix then and there itself, will not take time. Finally, similarly, integration training testing happens, and we will provide the training to the customer based on the train the trainer concept. Finally, you will launch the product. This is go live. You will plan the go live and what is the cutover activities that you have to take, cutover data, everything. Finally, once the go live is done, you will transition the project to the customer. You will provide a 1 month go live support, which is standard as part of implementation package. Finally, you will close out the project and get into support agreement if customer is intended. Okay, these are the couple of advantages of cloud module, like predictability, flexibility, reduction of risk, on-time delivery, knowledge transfer. Of course, if you say that are there any disadvantages? Yes, there are. So as of now, there are some customers who are suspecting, like topmost banks and all, the confidentiality of the data because of the cloud. Okay, will be an issue. That's what they're thinking, but there is a the required what do you say, security precautions has been taken care for this product, but still there will be some built-in with the customers, like the confidentiality may be concern. Okay, Employee Central. Employee Central is the core HR database. As I said, that's why I have put it in center over there in the in the diagram. This is this centralized core HR database wherein all the data relating to employee, like employee personal details, employee organization details, employees pay details, employee reimbursement details, employee time records, time details, anything that you take, it's all will be part of Employee Central. And any module, any other modules which is there in second circle, like recruitment, onboarding, learning management, goals, performance, calibration, payroll, success factors, succession, they all get the data from Employee Central integrations, internal integrations, because to run the LMS, to run the PMGM, to pay the compensation, first you need an employee, minimum employee data, like employee number, name, which department he belongs to, what is his bank account, kind of thing. Okay, and those extra in the third line which are there, they are little beyond the modules, like reporting and analytics. That is irrespective of module, that can be for anything, mobile application, all that. Well, anyway, in some time we will get into the system C. Okay, this is how your employee central system of records looks like as a whole. Okay, one by one we'll just get into this. Yeah, this is how an employee screen looks like. We will see just now. We'll get into the system. Let's not waste much time on the PPT. Okay, and this is the manager screen. This is how it looks like. We'll anyway explain in the live system. Okay, integrate upgrade center is something which is kind of patches the way SAP they used to release any changes that comes in. You will get a notification through an upgrade center. You don't need any technical consultant as such. You just have to in the upgrade center you just have to take this and just what do you say? Just say upgrade, it will get upgraded. You don't need any technical expertise for this. No technical consultants are required the way we used to do in SAP. Any patches we used to, a basis consultant used to do all this, isn't it? We'll discuss this as well in sometime when we get into the system. This is how a benefits looks like. If you have to apply for a, what do you say, reimbursements kind of thing. This is how it looks like. We put administrator's view and employee's view, how it looks like with respect to benefits, like car reimbursement, fuel reimbursements, medical reimbursement, LTA reimbursements, anything for that matter. Okay, time off things will look like this. It's big. How many leaves that you accrue and what is the workflow process. Okay. It's all time off is completely depends on the customer requirement. It will not be same like if you take payroll for example, Indian payroll. Anyway, any customer you go, it will be same. Maybe some wage types, this or that and all will change. Otherwise, the what do you say? The statutories, anything for the info types, it will be standard in SAP, right? Like that. Here, time off is something which is not standard. Okay, it will differ from customer to customer. We'll see how a time off screen looks like. This position management is completely org structure, like which position reports to which position, how many up, one level up, one level down, and all. We will see. Okay, as part of this course, as a complementary kind of thing, we'll just 1 or 2 days we'll be discussing as a overall modules like PMGM compensation will be just explaining. Okay. Now let's get into the system and see. Okay. See, before we get into this, there is something that which I have to explain this. There are various data centers across the world for success factors. Okay. So each data center has been given with a number, like data center 1 to 18. You have data center 8, data center 10, data center 4. Okay, 16 like that. Hello? Subbu? Okay, you have various data centers. What is this data center concept? Basically, it's a cloud application. Okay, just if at all if something happens for the data center 8, assume that due to some some calamity, natural calamity, maybe a tsunami or a earthquake, anything, it collapses. What happens? There are various data centers. Immediately they can just restore the services within a day or two, or they take a week and restore all the services from other data centers. That's one of the main reasons why they have the data centers. That's one thing which you need to understand now. Second thing is, success factor is basically based on the XML programming. The backend is that they have developed based on the XML programming. Okay, so our employee central system mostly it runs based on the XML program. Of course, gradually they are just getting rid of XMLs, but as of now XMLs are there. We will be discussing on that as well. Now let's start. There are two different systems where you need to log into success factors. One is provisioning, and second thing is instance. Provisioning, what you do? Provisioning is where you will do all the settings. Settings in the sense just checking check boxes. What I mean to say, if you want employee central, you have to activate employee central there. If you want compensation module, you have to activate the compensation module over there. If you want to, for this instance, if you want role based permissions, you have to activate there in the provisioning. So anything that you want, you need to activate first in the provisioning system. Okay, and you will create a super admin user over there. With that super admin, you will log into the instance. Okay, instance is where you will do the complete configuration of the system. Okay, provisioning is something which you will do. Provisioning is something where you do this settings, and instance is where you will start configuring the system. Okay. Now, yeah, look at this URL. HTTPS PM sales demo 8. If you see here, there is something called 8. So that means I am in data center 8. My instance is in the data center 8, not successfactors.com. So login will be same across. It is only that this will change. The data center will change. If you are in Sydney, you may get 4. Sydney data center. If you are in Arizona data center, you may get 8. Some other data center, some Amsterdam data center, you will get something else, 4, 10 or something. Right? That successfactors.com / provisioning _ login. This is the login. Okay. Username is something like your provisioning ID. How do you get a provisioning ID? There are two ways to get a provisioning ID. One, the first requirement to get a provisioning ID is you need to be a certified consultant, because if you are a certified consultant, you will get the SID. But in the project, in the real time, if you have 10 members project, though you are certified, everyone will not be given provisioning access, because you will come to know while we start the classes why it will not be given. Because one person will have 1 or 2%, 2 people will have the control on provisioning ID. Many people, where because if you make some changes, it will affect to everyone. That's why 1 or 2 people will have the access to provisioning ID. Okay, so to get a provisioning ID, one, you must be a certified consultant. That means it is assigned to your SID. And second thing, what about for the people who, you must be a certified consultant, and how do you get a provisioning ID? Before you get into the customer place itself, you can get a provisioning ID, provided the company where you are is a partner with SuccessFactors. That means through partners edge you can get it. Though you are a certified consultant, if you are not if your company where you work is not partner with SuccessFactors, In such case, what happens? You will what you do? You will directly go to the customer place. Once you go to the customer place, you can request the customer for approval to get the provisioning. Based on the approval from customer, you can request SuccessFactors to provide you the provisioning ID. They do that. Okay. So that provisioning ID which you get is user ID, and they will also provide the provisioning. Let me just log into this. I'm just stop sharing while I'm entering. It's a confidential matter. Yeah. Yeah. This is how once you log in, once you provide username and password, that is provisioning ID and password. So this is how the first screen, the moment you log in, you will look like it will look like this. Click on the company code. Company ID is something which is unique for any customer. If let us say I am working for Airtel and I am working for Siemens, I am working for Himalaya Drugs or something else. Each customer will be provided with a separate company ID, the way you have here SF PART 001603, SF PART 001440. There are two different customers, right? Okay, click on this. You will do mostly the settings over here in the company settings. Okay, so if you see here, this is where you will do the settings. Like on the left hand side, if you see, there are check boxes, right? Performance appraisal smart form, whether you want this or you don't want this. So by default, you will get some check boxes ticked and come, but it all depends on your customer requirement and the licenses that they bought. So you will have to check it. Like if you see language packs, which language packs the customer wants to use. Now we have only US and UK. If they want say some French language, you can just add this French checkbox. Similarly, succession management. If you want succession management, you just check it, otherwise no. Compensation management, whether you want compensation management or you don't want. Right? Like that you will do all the settings in the provisioning system. Okay? Enable global assignment management. So anything that you want, it's all based on the requirement. Okay? You just do the click on the check boxes, whichever the one which you want to activate it in your system. So the other main thing that you do in the provisioning is creating the admin. Let us say Raju SF whatever, password 1 2 3 4 5 6 whatever, give Raju, say Reddy, okay, say some whatever the ID, you know, basically this should be a company ID. I'm just giving for just to show you guys. Personal ID I'm giving. This is how you give. You say create this admin. Okay, with this user ID and password, you should log into the instance. This is called as super admin. Even the certification, you will ask the question. 100% this question will be there. So through provisioning, what is the admin that you create? Is it a super admin or a what do you say? HR administrator or whatever. It's a super admin access that you get. Okay, say create admin. If you say I don't want to create, I have created many already with the same name I have created. I'll log in with that. So for demo, I don't want to do that here. Okay, finally you save that. If you make some changes, okay, log out. That's it. That's what you do in the provisioning. Now let's get into the instance. Instance, it will be the same link. Okay, instead of provisioning underscore login, you will just say login. That's it. That's the link. Okay, you will get like this. This, if you see here, SF underscore SF PART 1603 is the code which was there in the provisioning, right, for that particular customer instance. Company code, that's the one. So if you have a different company code, you, next one you just say enter a different company code. You can just click on that, enter the different company code. Now, as I said, this is the super admin which we have just created. Assume that because I have already created, so I have not created again. And password. Say login, you'll get into the instance. Okay. The moment you log into the the moment you log into the instance, you will find the home page like this. Okay. This is called as home page. If you look at this, this is called as module picker. You call it as module picker. You have various modules over here. And if you go to my employee files, this is called as employee ESS screen. This we call it as employee landing page. In SF terminology, you call this as employees landing page. Okay. And admin center is where you will do the configuration. Okay. This is where you do most of the configurations. Like as a super admin, you will create the roles, you will create the different groups, who should be having the access to what, all that you will decide. And finally you will just provide that access. So super admin will provide access to other admins like HR admin, payroll admin, like it's all role based permission is again based on the requirement from the customer. Let's see, as I said, these are the workbooks given by SuccessFactors, predefined workbooks. You have to gather the requirements in the same, but similarly you have role based permission as well. This is the role based permissions. Employee and others, employee and themselves, manager role, second level manager, it depends. This is the standard thing that is there, but ultimately it again depends on the customer. So based on customer requirement, we can choose the roles. Okay, these are various formats in the workbook that they have given to gather the requirements. Okay, like this date of birth, country of birth, whether this field should be mandatory, non-mandatory, all this. We will anyway discuss this in the actual classes. Okay, these are the predefined workbooks, right? Likewise, role-based permission also, once you get in, you will see that. Okay, if you want to make anything as a favorite, just click see. Let's say I want integration center as my favorite. Click on the star mark, it will appear here, my favorites. right? This tool search is something where you can just search anything as a shortcut, say integration center. So integration center, if you see here, it is there. Means either you can go to company settings and do, or you can directly type here anything, shortcut kind of thing. Okay, now we will see how we'll proxy somebody. Say, let's say proxy. Which are the employees, which are there, we'll just see. We'll discuss what is proxying in the actual classes, but let me show you how an employee central screen looks like. Carl Dixon. Okay, I'm just going as an employee, proxying as an employee. So this is the flexibility that you have. You can just, based on the permissions, you can access anyone else's screen based on the permission that has been provided. Now, as an employee, what I can do, as an employee, I can go here to, and I can provide time off requests. I can provide my leave, whatever. If you see here, select the leave. Okay, from which date to which date. Okay, this also gives the message you can't take 24 hours because you are left with no balance or whatever. You need to have the balance. You have to create different time types and all that we will see. This is how an employee screen looks like. Okay, they can just select the date and submit for the approval. It will go for an approval. It will go to employee for an approval. Similarly, employee can view. Similarly, employee can view their payroll data, okay, about their personal information. Like first name, last name, it depends on the Saturday, Sunday means there will be some issue. There will be some maintenance issue, that's why. Like employee's job information, if you see here, like that, you will have personal information and all. Employee personal information, you can just access and see how it looks like. It's just processing, maybe it's a downtime or some, this one would be happening from the back end, some maintenance issue. Okay, like that, address details, personal information, all that you can just access it. Okay, similarly, you go to employees org chart. Okay, this person reports to whom. If you go to one level up, it will show who did. This person reports to Ameerpet, Lofis. Okay, the others are their peers. Okay, and if you click on one level up, it will show who does he reports to. Okay, these two are the peers for this guy. Okay, you can directly get into any of this employees. Directly you can just get into click here, right click. Sorry, just click on that particular employee. You can directly get into that person's record. I just clicked on Natesh Dugal. See, now I have directly accessed. This is one beauty. I just want to become self. Let me go to Natesh screen as well. So because I am an admin, I can access anyone. I'm just proxying Natesh. Similarly, you can access Natesh home screen. You can see this records, like for employee personal details, address info, job info. It all depends. Okay, and also as I said, you have the option to look into other things like org chart, who do he reports to, and how many people reports to him, all that. Okay, you have my information, goals, links, all these are settings. Okay, you will do it. You can also do the settings of home page in this color, background color theme. You can change, you can upload the logo, all that you can do. Let me become self. As an employee, I can just access. Again, I have various I can edit my profile and upload my photo, upload a profile picture or something. If I have some photos, I can upload it. So something is there here. Let me just. Some photo, some others photo, I can just say save. It will just save. And background photo, if you want, don't say I don't want to save this. Background photo, either you can upload a photo. Okay, upload an image. Click on upload an image. You can upload, or you can take a background photo based on the library. You can just change the background. Okay, the way I have changed it. You have standard and extensive view. It's just same. You can also say something about yourself, that all that settings can be done. Say I like traveling, this, that and all. So reporting, all this you can do through this. Org chart, as I have already shown. Let me again, so for me there's nothing. I can just proxy somebody and see it. Okay, so on the home screen, to-do list is something. If you are a manager, assume that if you are a manager, anything that you have to do an action, like you have to approve a leave for your team members, or you have to complete your team members performance cycle, all that will come in to-do list and with the date. due any time, recently completed, by what date it is due, all that will come. Okay, this is your employee, you know, my employee screen, like employee ESS screen. You have all other tabs, and you can also put a custom tab saying that, you know, if at all, if there is, let's say, company sports day celebrations are happening from this day to that day, you can set all of them, right? You can completely you know, do the settings of this home page and all. Go to company's admin center, home page settings, manage home page. Click on anything that is there over here. You can do these settings, okay, which color you want to use. I'll just come, go. No, one second. Just attach the charging ones. One second. Manage home page. It's all your own that you can create the various things, right? So this is the whole standard home page screen. If you don't want anything, let's say I don't want this careers to be applied there, I can just remove this. Yeah, I can go here. I can just remove here by editing. I can just reset, or if I want to add any custom tile over there, I can add it, or I can go to the permissions over there in my employee files, manage employee, configure employee files, and change this. Theme changes can be done. So these are the various styles which are there, right? Based on the size, whether large size, extra large, medium, all that you can do. If you don't want, you can just remove this. Okay, like this. Similarly, you can also do the theme changes. These are the basics. Once you get into the employee central, you'll be able to do more. Theme manager. Oh, I have not given the permissions yet, I believe. Yeah, company systems and logo settings is something. Theme manager, I have not given the permission before this. Otherwise, I can change this background color. What color should appear for this? What color should appear for an employee? Theme manager is something which I have not given the permission. So in such case, what we do, we go to the provisioning and activate that and give the permissions over here. Okay, you can reset the password, reset the user accounts. Okay, you can also give the permissions if you are the super admin. Okay, it depends on the role, who should have access to what. what are the permissions that should be there for this rule? You see here the various permissions which I have given. Click on the permissions. You can restrict what permission should I give. Whichever permission I don't want to give, I can just unselect. Say unselect. That's it. Likewise for all the tabs. Employee data. Which data this person should have access to. All this. Okay. Likewise, you can also add a new employee. You can hire an employee. This is how we keep on hiring the employees. There is some error today. Some application error. Otherwise, you will just hire the employee like that. You can also similarly you can terminate an employee. Okay, hiring an employee, you can just add an employee. If you want to do a mass import, you have import employee data option over here. Okay, in any other software you don't any other software you don't have to create the formats, they are predefined. Okay, sequence also given here. Click on this download a blank CSV template. You can just click on anything that you want to import. See if you want to import email information, click on email information. It will be visible here. See here, it's downloaded. Click on this, the one which is just downloaded. This is the format to upload the email. Put everything in this. Then select where is that email information that is there. Click on that. Just say import. Yeah, see email. Click on that. Select import it. Choose the file. You can just choose the file and import. Say import. Like that you can do mass uploading. Anything for the example. We will see more in detail while we start the actual class. Let me take the questions if any before we end up. Hi, Mr. Nambi.
Yeah. So
Any questions?
thanks. Yeah. Thank you for your time. Basically, it is quite interesting. But I just want to know that how this will be configured at the Indian context. Like a lot of statutory obligations will be there.
No, yeah. I just wanted to make it one point here. See, the complete SAP HR they have already replaced, but for payroll they haven't brought the payroll yet into in SuccessFactors Employee Central. So that is why they have come up with the concept called EC payroll, Employee Central Payroll, wherein you will still configure the payroll in R3. All this your wage types, pay grade, pay scale area, pay scale type, all that.
Okay.
Whatever you have, the normal payroll configuration. Okay, you will still do in R3, but the R3 system will be there in SuccessFactors server somewhere in Arizona, Sydney. It will not be there in our server. So that is why they call it as the cloud payroll. So to cater the requirements of the statutory, you can just you will just configure directly in R3. Of course, with respect to EC, you have that localization concept as well. One second, let me just show you. With respect to any payroll, Yeah, you have separate portlets, like, for each country. If you see here,
Okay.
for example, China. Okay, these are
Right.
the China related portlets. Portlets in the sense our info types in SAP.
Okay.
Similarly, payroll system configuration, right?
So this will pull and push the data from that application, right?
You are right. You are right. Integrations. So through APIs, there is something called API application programming interface.
Yes.
Through
Yes.
DELLBOOMI, they'll just pull the data through DELLBOOMI middleware.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
just okay. Now let's see for USA it is done. Like even for India, let's say I'll give some IND INDA. I'll just show our India related portlets. Okay.
Okay.
So earlier it was not there, but they have come up with very recently in the sense for past 1 year we have this.
Okay.
Just want to copy this URL. Yeah. If you click on this portlet, you can just say whatever the portlet name you want, E&A, info type number, or I'll say IT declarations.
Okay.
IT declarations. I'll give 585 info type, for example. I'm just giving an example.
Okay.
Now the permissions looks like this is the new system which I've recently got. I met to do the activations and all.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you have
Okay.
all this.
I understood the concept.
You
of
understood,
this.
right? The payroll system. See, if you look at this, USA, we have active. There are by default 2 countries that have come. Like we have here, right? Tax related info type 161.20. This is all US tax related work tax area. Like that, our ATC declarations, housing details,
Yeah.
or what do you say, nominations, 580 series, 580 to 590, all the info types are there.
Okay.
As a standard. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else, Mr. Nambi?
Then how this will integrate with the time and attendance swipe systems with the local?
Yeah, time system is not completely, time management is 90% done. They are in this still in the process of activating this. Timesheets configuration also has come very recently. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just fill the timesheets as well.
Okay. And if
You can
this
integrate the biometric system with this. Yeah.
okay. Now you will be giving the online training kind of a thing, and how we can get into this as a demo of applications link with the configurations Excel sheet. Yeah.
I will be providing all of them.
Okay.
I will be
That
providing I will provide all the documents, number one. Number two, I will be providing the access to system also. I'll be providing
Yeah.
this access.
Before signing the means enroll, can we get some high level look like demo link kind of thing, or the configuration Excel sheet workbook which we
yeah, workbooks can be given. So these are the workbooks. Okay, the ones which I have shown.
Yeah.
Configuration workbooks. These are the workbooks. First thing in SAP, what we do, we first do the enterprise structure, org structure like that, right? Likewise, we have foundation object like legal entity, business unit, division, department, all
Will you
this.
be able to share this and the presentation or
No,
at
this
least?
was no. Presentation I can share, but workbooks and all I will not share at this point in time. Once you enroll, I will be
At least
I
a
will be
demo
sharing.
link, at least a demo link kind of a thing to get.
No, there's no link as such. Okay, demo link. You mean to say this one, the one which I have just shown you?
Yeah, something
No,
like
no.
that. So that before enrolling, I just want to.
No.
Okay,
That
no
that
issues.
cannot.
I'll speak to Subbu about the fee structures, other things.
Yeah, that you can talk to him. Okay, the access and all. See, there's no link as such. Okay, if you provide the link, I have to provide you the user ID password. It is as good as I'm giving you the access of the system. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more questions, Mr. Nambi?
That's all.
Okay. Thank you. Rupali, please unmute yourself and speak if you have any questions.
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much, Raju. It was really a good session. I've noted down most of the things, but I just missed on one part. That was that mass uploading. So can you please do it? Can you just show that
No,
again? I missed that part.
just a demo thing. It's just a demo, right? I'm just showing that. But otherwise, you don't worry. It will be completely covered. Let me just show you again because since you have asked. Import employee data. Instead of doing one by one, you will put, say, for basic import, for example, I'll see in SAP and all we have to create the format through a technical team. There's nothing like that here. You'll just download the format. See, now I have just downloaded basic user information. Just put all the data over here, like what is the status active, user ID, username, first name, last name, all this you fill it, save the file and import. Just choose that file here once you save and say import. Here you have import option, right?
Okay.
Simple. Instead of doing one by one, put it in this Excel format, do 100,000, 10,000, whatever you want at a
So
time.
that Excel format is it a standard format which we'll be using?
Yeah, we have to just download. See here, you have this download a blank CSV template. It's written here, right? Okay, you have given all the formats like first basic import, then background information. Then you have various things, employee phone information, email information, personal information. If you download the format for personal information, it looks like this. Yeah, person ID. Okay, event name, first name, last name, second name, middle name, gender, marital status, all that. Just fill in this, just import, simple.
All right, I got it now.
Okay.
Yes.
Anything else, Rupali?
That's it.
Okay, great. Thank you. Sandeep, any questions from your end? Sandeep, please unmute yourself and speak. Hello, Sandeep, are you there? Hello? Sandeep, please unmute yourself. Unmute yourself and speak. If you are not able to unmute, just type the message if you have any questions, please. Subbu? Subbu?
Unmuted.
Hello?
This guy Sandeep. Yeah, Sandeep is not there.
ఓకే నేను కాల్ చేస్తున్నాను సార్ ఒక్క నిమిషం.
కాల్ చేసి అడుగు if he has got any questions.
ఓకే.
Okay.
Muted.
Okay. Thank you guys for joining in. Just speak to touch base with Subbu for all the timings, fee structure, all that. He will let you guys know. This course is basically 1 month course. Okay. And last for 3 to 4 days, the complete. Thank you so much. It's a complete last 4-5 days, a complete, the real time scenarios and everything will be looking in. Anyway, touch base with Subbu for all the details. Thank you so much for joining in on this Sunday. Bye.